Can you give us some tips on developing feel? Like feel like my feel's lacking a little bit or something. That some tips on developing that.
You know, you just asked one question I don't think anybody can do for anybody, and that's feel. You can't.
There's no tricks that you can use.
There's no tricks. The only trick there's no tricks in getting a feel. I know from my experience. I remember when I first started trying to play the records, I could tell when I wasn't grooving. You know, you listen to a record and you say, man, that's a groove, that's a feel. Now, if I'm playing along and listening, and even if I'm not playing with anybody, I was able to tell over the years when all of a sudden I felt comfortable playing a shuffle. And it was just, I kept playing it and playing it. This is hard to describe. Some of you may have feel this, and I wish I had time to sit down and practice again, to woodshed other ideas I have. Has anybody felt the magic when you're first starting to play, and you're just doing your snap-ups, and you're practicing your rudiments, and a few months go by, and all of a sudden you're digging what's happening with your muscles and your motor reflexes and your brain. For some reason they start coming together a little easier, and you're not, you know what I'm talking about? Well, that's just from playing and playing and playing and playing and playing and playing and playing. And not by yourself either, playing with other guys, so you can hear how you're feeling with other people. But that's the best thing I could say about this, the only tips as far as copying a feel. Because like I said, I know guys, man, who have chops up the butt, but they feel horrible. You know, a feeling is just it's a feel thing. It's kind of a feeling. But basically, the more you play, I think the more it's going to feel better. Or the more you're in tune with. Because really, sometimes I'll play with guys and we'll get in everybody will get in a hypnotic trance. Just because the things are grooving so great and everything sounds good and it just grooves. And that's just from all the elements being right. Anything else? Yeah.